Senator Rob Portman was in Youngstown this afternoon. He toured the route that will one day be taken by a self-driving bus.
It's part of the plan to expand Youngstown's transportation system. We now know when the project will start and if the government shutdown will be a factor. First News reporter Dan Marcel joins us live with the details.
Stan, Mandy, the project will run by the Smart 2 network. It'll happen in 3 phases. The first will be along 5th Avenue. The second phase will be improving streets downtown, followed by the third phase with Rayen Avenue. It's been a project nearly 3 years in the making that will bring more than $25 million of investment into Youngstown. Alongside Jim Tressel, Mayor Tito Brown, and other Youngstown city leaders, Senator Rob Portman held a brief press conference before heading out on the bus tour.
I will say that one reason we need to reopen government is to be sure these checks get cut.
Portman joked that the government shutdown could affect this project, but Eastgate Director Jim Kinnick says it will be a long time before that happens.
We could use some of the local commitment that was added to the grant after the grant was filed.
If needed, the city could use $375,000 in private funding to start the project.
We need the real monies when construction, I think, would be the end of the year. So we have enough to front to continue to move the project forward. We won't lose a beat here.
Construction is set to begin at the end of this year, and the project's timeline is now starting to take shape. Though Youngstown Mayor Tito Brown is hopeful the city can complete it faster than expected. What is the timeline for this project? Do you guys have an idea?
We say 7 years, but our project managers say we could probably cut that in half if we become more aggressive with it, so maybe 3.5 to 4 years.
Those years will be spent making improvements to roadways, among them shortening lanes by YSU.
Numerous students are crossing 5-6 lanes of traffic. It takes a long time to walk that distance.
The city also plans to get 2 self-driving buses. The vehicles will cost around $1 million total, but they won't be buying them. Instead, they'll contract out with a company to provide the services.
2-3 years from now, the technology is going to change and the vehicles are good for 10 years. It makes no sense to invest in vehicles.
That representative from WRTA you just heard from, Charles Nelson, says there's also going to be a focus on renewable energy. They plan to try and use solar power along the bus shelters on those new routes. Dan Marcel, 27 First News.